that's the name of the game. Keep running, keep striving, maintain the same hunger, that fire, that burning desire. In this long run, I'm reaching higher, live long run, yeah, a long game. Through the struggle, through the pain, I keep my eyes on the prize, never lose sight. In this marathon of life, I'm running through the night.
Hey, 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 hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And in the words of my sister, good morning again. Hey, welcome and roll tide, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the morning run, long run with Piano Man, 401k crew, Bama Nation, everybody, saints, ain'ts, and friends, lookers, lurkers, ghost riders, ghost tappers, all that kind of stuff, just ghost riders, everybody. Good morning. In the words of Reverend Richard Adnoid, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Roll Tide and rise up. Good morning and roll tide. Gil Cruz, roll tide. Good morning to you. Latoya Billingsley, good morning and roll tide to you. Stephen Hicks, let's get it. Good morning. Roll tide, my brother. Roll tide. Oh, Latoya, you know what time it is. Who else is on there this morning? Gwen Quince, good morning to you. I'm going to make a Tide fan out of you yet. I'm going to make a Tide fan out of you too. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning to everyone that's in the chat this morning. Good morning and roll tide to you. All right. Y'all know how we do it over here. Y'all know what the business is. Y'all already know. You know, we got to put it in the chat. I almost did it. Hey, Latoya and Steve beats me to it every day, and they make me aware of this. It's become part of a daily habit with me. So we counting it down, right? 5 days until we roll. That's right. I don't never ask y'all to do something I'm not willing to do myself. Good morning, Kimberly. Hey, good morning, Sissy. Good morning, Kimberly. Roll tide to you. Roll tide to you. I'm glad to see everyone today. I'm glad to see you. You know, I'm going to tell you something. It's good. It is a good thing. It's a good thing just to be alive, man. You know, the ills that the day brings sometimes, but man, it's still good to be alive. It's still good to be vibrant. It's still good to be viable. It's still good. Now, I will say this much. Sometimes things in life do have a tendency of disappointing at times, and it does. I mean, it does indeed happen, but it's still a good day. It's still a good day. And so don't focus on the fact that of the ills of it. I mean, that's not to discount it. It's not to say that it doesn't exist, because it does exist. But what I am saying is, hey, just don't marinate in that stuff. God is too good to us. He's better to us than that. And so he did not promise that every day was going to be a rosy day. There will be some rain. There will be some storms. There will be challenges. But how you respond to that rain, how you respond to those challenges is what's happening. Thank you, Gil. Yeah. Yeah, we on, I'm just saying, yeah. 65 days and we roll. But now for those of you that are getting married and you want Piano Man to conduct your wedding, play for your wedding, or just even attend your wedding, your vow renewal, your wedding announcement, your engagement announcement, you got from now until 5 p.m. of August 21st of this same year of 2025. You got until now, until August the 1st, to get yourself together. That means all weddings that you want Piano Man to come to must be done by then. Anything after that, listen, y'all know the drill. My black book is going in a safe with a lock on it, and it will not be opened again until February the 9th of 2026. I hope everybody understands that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everybody. Because I will be getting ready on August the 22nd and everything. I will be having tailgate, and I'm going to be tailgating all the way up until August 30th. That's right. Every day. Coach Carl asked me, he said, every day. every day. And so that's what we're gonna be doing. So when KB and I come on that Friday, I'm gonna be sitting down eating me some grilled chickens, fried fish, or something. I'm just gonna be doing something. I'm getting ready for August the 30th. All right. Now, Stephen Hicks said President Trump is giving FSU 65 days to surrender or be destroyed. I don't want them to surrender. No, no, and no. Nuh-uh. No, no surrendering. He can take that deal off the table. We're not surrendering. I don't want no surrender. No, You're gonna play this game, player. You're gonna play this game. Good morning, Antoine. Roll Tide to you, my friend and my brother Antoine. Milton, bless you. Bless you, Milton. God bless you, man, in Jesus' name. Bless you too, my man. Bless you and roll tide or whoever. If it's not the tide, then just go. Go whoever. That's what I like to say. You know, if you're not with the tide, I just tell everybody else to go. You know, that don't mean go away. That means, I'm just saying, your team go. But the two most feared words in college football will always be what? Roll Tide. All right. Good morning, KT. Good morning, Roll Tide. What the business is. You know what the business is. All right. Roll Tide to you, KT. Be safe out there on the road. Be safe out there on the road. Latoya, everything good? Stephen, everything good? Is everything good? Any, I'm gonna do it like they would do it in church. Any other announcements? Any other announcements? Good morning, Governor. Governor JB718. Good morning. Now, Governor, please let me be great today. All good. Thank you, Latoya. All good, good. Governor, please let me be great today. Please let me be great. Good, Stephen, good. Doing 100. Antoine, you good? Everything's good. Milton, you good? Everything's good. Gwen's good. Everything's good. KT, you good? Everything's good. I just want to know, make sure that we're good. A lot of times when we get on here, we just take it for granted that everybody's all right just because you see them on here. Roll Tide, rise up, you good? Yeah, entire Bama Nation. That's right. Thank you, Milton. Yeah, Bama Nation. I love it. Bama Nation. Thank you, 212 subscribers. We're at that. And you know what? And I'm aware of people are. I'm well aware of all of that, but hey, but let me tell you something. At the end of the day, though, and when we get to where we're trying to get to, some people just gonna be, yes, that's what some people gonna say. It's gonna be about all of that. So, yes, we are here for listen, let me tell you something. I'm here because I love Alabama football. I'm here to try to bring the best in content that I can. I'm also here to entertain you. So that's no lie. So people just say, it's just strictly entertainment. That's cool too, because with entertainment also comes. See, so I've learned to take what people say and just try to make it into a positive. I've been doing that all my life. So, it's all good in the hood. So whether you that's my favorite one. I'm all good, okay? So it's all good. It's all good. So, Governor, are you gonna let me be great today? Are you gonna let me be great today, Governor? I just need Governor JB718 to answer me that question. Well, first of all, Governor, how my niece is doing? How's the family? How my niece is doing? They doing okay? They doing okay? Governor, one of them hands-on dads. He gonna make sure those girls are straight. He's gonna make sure that his family's straight. And as like a uncle, big brother, or whatever, I learned a lot from him. Even though I'm a few years older, I learned a lot from him on becoming even the best grandfather that I can be. And that's right. That's right. So, the governor's good. He's answering. Look, he's answering his state. Yeah, that's right. Roll Tide, rise up. Entertainment and informational all at the same time. It's all good. So it's all good. So I don't sweat it. Ah, I got to put this up here. FSU, the results are in. Bama, you are the father. Child support is needed. Speaking of child support, no, I'm not gonna say that. Okay. The governor said, but I haven't had my coffee yet, so I don't know if anyone is safe. Please get governor a cup of coffee, somebody, however he takes it. Kimberly, good to see you, sis. But Kimberly said, how's everyone doing today? I'm off Thursday through Sunday. Cool. I get a lot of rest at home. Kimberly, that's what that off day is all about. Resting. Thank you, Kimberly, for reminding us that's what that off day is all about. Resting. That's right. Rest. Yep. Well, let's I just want to tell you that I started off by saying, and a thought just occurred, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Okay? Just remember that. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. I learned that in a class one time. They can call you, they can call me whatever they want to call me. They can call you whatever they want to call you. But if you answer to it, you might want to be careful of that. So you know what? Okay, you need to stop. You and Jay, well, bring the governor a cup of coffee, please, KT. I know he will appreciate it. Dr. Crystal, good morning, and roll tide to you. But just remember, let them talk. Let them talk. Let them say whatever. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. So, say what you will or may. I'm choosing to be blessed. I'm choosing to follow my dream. I'm choosing to just follow the path that that's been placed before me. And along the way, I run into friends. Along the way, I learn lessons. Along the way, I learn lessons on this path. So I've learned to forge, the path that's been forged, and those things, those opportunities that God gives me, I take them. I take them. And so when people try to tell me, just do whatever you're not good, you're this, you're that, the other, that's what they say. But that's not what I say. And so whatever it is in this, they got in their own eyes, that's them. But in them, I see greatness. In them, I see whatever it is that I'm trying to be. But if they, that's just the way life works. But it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Just keep moving. That's just all of that to just say. Just keep moving. Let them talk. Let them think. You can't control it. The only thing you can control is you and what's in your hand, what's in your feet, those things that are in your heart, those things that are in your mind. Those other things that they say, that's between them and God. Now, if you stop and address it, then that's going to be between you and them. Sometimes God steps out of it because he's saying that you just need to chill out, and let them talk. Because guess what? Haters going to hate. I said that, Dr. Crystal, in my speech on Saturday for the graduates at seminary, that haters are always going to stay in the boat. And haters always got this tendency of calling shots from the boat when the Lord is telling them to step out the boat and walk towards him. So I'm just saying, man, either you're going to stay in the boat or you're going to get out the boat. I'd rather get out the boat and you talk about me, and maybe if I do fail, there's this guy named Jesus there to pick me up, and I can still walk towards him, or I can stay in the boat and not learn about him and not learn about the potential that I have and all that kind of stuff, because he told me to go anyway. Just so many things going on and everything. But it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. So I choose to answer him as opposed to you, because guess what? In the end, and we're finna get it right here, in the end, you've got to answer to the same dude that I'm answering to as well. Think about that before you talk about somebody. Think about that before you low rate somebody. Think about that before you trash somebody. Think about that. That the same person that they're publicly confessing that they are going to answer to, one of these days, you're going to answer to them as well. And guess what? Piano Man ain't going to be standing there with you to hold your hand. You're going to have to give an account for all that. So I got out the boat. I'm walking. I'm having a good time. And yes, I stumble along the way, but guess what? I get up. He helps me up. He helps me up. And so helps me up, dusts me off, put a smile back on my face. I am a perfectionist. Trust me on that, player. I'm a perfectionist. I am. I am a perfectionist. And I strive daily to get it right. Whatever I do, I strive daily to get it right. Okay. So just know that about Piano Man, that he is a perfectionist. It may not look like it. It may not sound like it, but you're not in my brain. You're not in my heart. You're not in my, trust me, and you're not in my dreams. Only the Lord. Let me leave that alone. But anyway, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Answer to the Lord. Don't answer to your haters. Let's keep it moving. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, that's the mentality you have to have. I mean, honestly, it's a mentality. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna talk about my first question. But I want to say this. Folks talked about the mama mentality. When Kobe passed away, all of a sudden, the mama mentality, the mama mentality, the mama mentality. You know, and I remember one lady who was in my travel group, she said, all of y'all hollering this mama mentality. The producers here, Dwight, good morning, sir, and Roll Tide. A lot of people were saying, oh, I got that mama mentality like Kobe. No, you don't. No, you don't. Really, you don't. And that's a lesson for another day. But you've got to also understand the nature of the mamba snake. And you have to go and read that, because here's the question about the nature of that particular snake. It strikes and you don't even have to provoke it. It strikes just for the sake of striking. Sometimes in this life, you got to pursue just for the sake of pursuing. Sometimes in this life, you just got to strike for the sake of striking. It ain't about really protecting yourself. It's about something that you want, something that you're going after, something that you know, and something that you're wanting, something that you're craving, something that you feel like you just got to have. That's called the X factor, changing the outcome. Something that's so special that it changes the outcome. Okay. What's up, Coach Carl? On the Block Sports, Coach Carl, walking miracle himself, praying for you still, Coach. Thank you for your wisdom, sir. You know what that's all about. So let's continue to pray for Coach Carl. Be safe, Coach. Be safe. Please be safe. Be safe. You know, Dr. Crystal, come on. Come on. Oh, I got to start that one. Come on. And I tell that sometimes. I preach and teach that sometimes. If you have to tell people, okay, here we go. If you have to tell people that you are alpha, 9 times out of 10, you're not. Because whatever you are of a particular mentality, it commands respect. Just your presence does it. You ain't got to say a word. Michelle, good morning and Roll Tide. But if you have to tell them that you're the alpha, you're not. You're not. You're just you're selling wolf tickets. When somebody buy that ticket, oh, what you gonna do? But anyway, it's not what they call you. It's what you answer to. Answer to the Lord. Keep moving and watch him bless you. All right. And the church said, Roll Tide. All right, let's get it. Listen, y'all, I do a lot of things that sort of. Y'all don't know that I do. I have a lot of. I purchase a lot of different things because I love to read. I love to be in the know. Whoever coined the phrase "reading is fundamental." I love how you break that word. Reading is fun and reading is mental. It actually helps you with the edge in your, with the brain and the cells and things like that. And I just love to read. So when it comes down to Alabama football, I will almost buy different periodicals, different magazines, and everything. Somebody told me the other day, you need to lay out those magazines. No, if you don't read them, then you won't know exactly what's going on and everything. Now, do all of that stuff come to pass all the time? No, I'm not foolish enough to believe that. I've been in this world long enough to know that all of the things in a magazine, those are opinions. It's not really facts. All of it is all of it is not facts. A lot of it is opinion when it comes down to the things that are opinionated, those things that require an opinion. Well, the other day, man, and this thing came back quick. Uh, exactly, KT. We've gotten away from the print. I used to love to read a newspaper. I used to love to read a newspaper front and back, especially the sports section. It were two. Okay, I read the whole newspaper, but there were two places in the newspaper that I read daily. It didn't matter what was going on. It didn't matter what season. I read the newspaper daily, and there were two sections. Y'all ready for this one? I read the sports section every day, and I read the obituary section every day. All right. Now, you say, Piano Man, the obituary section. Yes, I read the obituary section. Larry Large, Double L, Roll Tide. Man, they coming on up in here this morning. Listen, and I read the obituary section. Here we go. Piano Man, why did you read the obituary section? I read the obituary section because I wanted to see if my name was in there and if I needed to catch up with something somewhere. That's why I read sports page or, keep up with stuff. But I read the obituary section to make sure that my name wasn't in, if my name was in there, I needed to find the nearest funeral home so I could go ahead and just, and all this would be over. That's it. I'm serious. That's why I read it. The obituary every day. Every day. That's what I did. Sports page, obituary, all that kind of stuff every day. And so since we don't really have newspapers anymore like that, so I guess I'm just gonna have to catch it on the internet. Get my name up there. But anyway, we don't read enough. We don't engage in reading. So the other day, now y'all all know that I love my Athlon. That's my college football Bible. Talking about college football and everything. I love Lindy's. I love Steel. But as I was scrolling through Tide 100.9 and my friend Ryan Fowler and all those guys over there and everything, I ran into this. It's called Bama Time. Y'all see who on the front. Here's on the back, all that kind of stuff. And so I've had this for like over a week now, And as I was putting my script together and everything, and yes, please hit that like button for me, please. And if you've never subscribed to the show, join the other 212 and everything so we can at least run it up to 213. That's right. I love it. Dino, the GM, is here. Good morning, sir. Roll Tide. So I sat down here and I purchased this, and I just began to kind of peruse through it a little bit and everything. And on my first question this morning, I asked, what player are you watching to have a breakout year? Who are you watching to have a breakout year? That was the first question on the grid there. So as I was just like I said, skimming through, man, they had a bio on all of the coaches, looked at many bios and everything. But it went to a player profile. Roll Tide, Ty Simpson Burner. Ty Simpson Burner, I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Carla, our administrative assistant. Good morning. OG Gil Cruz is listening. He's driving. Please be safe. My brother. Amen. But Ty Simpson Burner, I'm glad you're here because as I was listening, as I was looking at the magazine last night, the number one player, the first player rather, that came up is Ty Simpson. So let's read a little bit about Ty this week. Since I'm talking about breakout and what player, Ty Simpson, 6'2", 210, He's a redshirt junior, Martin, Tennessee, Westview High School. And this is what they say about Ty. Ty Simpson spent the past 3 seasons backing up Bryce Young and Jalen Milroe. Now he has a prime opportunity to start in week 1. A member of Alabama's 2022 recruiting class. Simpson signed with the Crimson Tide after winning Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year honor. As a senior, he led Westview to a Class 2A state championship, throwing for 2,827 yards, 41 touchdowns, while rushing for 862 yards and 11 more scores. This was in high school. Simpson redshirted as a freshman before losing a quarterback battle to Milroe the following year. Despite limited playing time, a head coaching change, and the evolving landscape of college football with name, image, and likeness, NIL, he remained with the program and is now the most experienced quarterback on the roster. Check this out. Over the past 2 seasons, while playing in relief of Milroe or at the end of game, Simpson has completed 29 of 50 passes, 381 yards. Excuse me. 381 yards. In his limited game action, many Alabama fans might remember his infamous fumble in the 2023, running 79 yards against FCS foe Chattanooga before dropping the ball at the goal line. However, he redeemed himself in 2024 against FCS opponent Mercer, where he broke a sack and delivered a 43-yard downfield strike to Josh Cuevas, setting up an Alabama score. Newly hired offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb highlighted Simpson's persistence and work ethic as his greatest strength. Grubb said he's really improving. One thing I like and appreciate about Ty already that you can tell, he's very serious about wanting to succeed. I know he's committed to the process. I think that's what makes a great quarterback, right? Water. This is what was said about Ty Simpson. After reading this, I read this a couple of times last night, just to kind of get a feel of the article, just to kind of see what the mood was. When I read like that, I apply old school principles. Excuse me. I apply old school principles to reading with some understanding and this, that, and the third. I know that in books like this, people say, well, they're supposed to say that, this, that, and the third. But I also know that in books like this, for the most part, they're not going to tell a lie either. I want to go back to a part that even though it's high school, he it was 2A championship, throwing for 2,827 yards, 41 touchdowns, while rushing for 862 yards and 11 more scores. That's important. Why do I say that? Say it because he's dual threat to a certain degree. Now, I'm not going to compare, and I don't do it because there's a story behind comparison. It's not always fair to compare two people. Their skill sets are different. Their approach to the game is different. Their mindset just different of how they see the game. It doesn't make one better than the other. It just makes them different. I believe that, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. As it relates to Florida State, I'm going to come back to this in just a minute. As it relates to Florida State, as it relates to the situation at hand, you're going to have two teams, both starting new quarterbacks. both of them are starting new quarterbacks. Both of them are going to have to get acclimated to a new system. Ty Simpson, he's going to have to get used to, have to get used to, or he's getting used to Ryan Grubb and his system. And Kalanastos is getting used to the Gus Malzahn system at Florida State. The question is going to be which quarterback is, if as far as game one goes, which quarterback is going to prosper the best under the new system in game one. Well, if you take Ty's bio right here and take that profile, he's going to offer dual threat, not just with his hands or with his arm, but he's also going to offer dual threat. The other part of that with his feet, with his legs. That's what's going to make him. It's going to make him just threat. I'm with you, Antoine, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm of the firm persuasion. I said this the other night. I'm going to say it again today. I'm of the firm persuasion because Ty is new, and you don't know that much about him. I believe Florida State, if Florida State gets the ball first, wins the toss, I'm of the firm persuasion they're going to defer until the second half. Put Bama on the field first on their offense. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. This is just something Piano Man believes. I believe that they're going to call an all-out blitz first play. First play. Simply because he's an unknown. Not a lot of film on him. And like what the article said, one of the things of him is about that dropping the ball before he crossed the end zone, all that good stuff. I don't believe those mistakes are going to happen. I believe that that's the least of everybody's work. Him dropping the ball before he crosses the end zone this time. What I believe is this. If Florida State sends an all-out blitz on the very first play, and Ty Simpson completes a pass or gets out of that blitz, then what Antoine said, 350, bruh, it might easily be 400. Easy peasy, easy. Because I'm telling you that dual threat thing, it's for real. It's for real. And if Bama scores on the first play of the game, I think it's going to be early and often. He might get an early rest. But if they put together even a time-consuming drive, Florida State's still going to be in for a long day. Now, Kimberly says 60-11. I like that, Kimberly. Bino said 53-10. So I'm looking for Ty Simpson. I got you there, Kimberly. Kimberly says 60-11. Could be. Never can tell. Let me go back up. I saw Bino. Okay, this was Antoine. Antoine said, could be. But I'm going to tell you now. Man, some of y'all coming with these scores. Steven says 65-0. Okay. You asked a good question. Latoya, you asked a good question. And so I'm going to go right here and I will tell you right now. And they are returning. Yeah, they are returning on defense. Florida State, according to Athlon, they are returning 5. Here are the starting. Here are the returning 5 starters on their defense. Darnell Jackson, on the nose tackle. Omar Graham, a linebacker. Shaheem Brown, a safety. Blake Nicholson, a linebacker, and KJ Kirkland, a safety. That's who they're returning. 5 starters on defense. And hold up. But now on offense, they are returning 1. But they got some cats that came in through the transfer portal. That's the business. See, so don't let that throw you like that, you know. Good morning, you know. Good morning, everybody loves Ebony. Good morning. I think he just got too excited. I think so too. Because I'm talking about Ebony, if you remember that particular play, there was nobody within 50 yards of him. Nobody. And I think he saw that end zone and he was about to walk in and he just I'm with you. I think he just got too excited. I can feel it. I understand. But I want to say this. I don't think he's going to make that mistake in game 1. I don't believe that's going to happen. I also think here's where the difference is going to be. And Antoine, it was either Antoine or Bino said it right here. I'm gonna put this on here we go. The Roll Tide and Rise Up. He said this. Yeah, Roll Tide and Rise Up said this. He can extend the pocket. He's not a statue in the pocket. That part right there is going to be a big difference. But here's the statement that I wanted to highlight. Can take off when needed. When needed. And I think that's going to be a welcome sight right there. That not getting rattled under the pressure. When you need to run, go ahead and run. But if your guys are open, give them the ball. Let those guys work for you. So I think that's what's about to happen this year. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I ask all of y'all to forgive me. I was wrong. But that's just how I see it. I know he's not proven. I understand that, but I believe that he's going to fool some people. I'm with you. I'm with you, Dr. Crystal, right here. He better not ever do that again. And I don't think he will, because here's what KT said. He did. Coach Saban got out on it. You know. Now, JB, we didn't say that he needed to do it. We didn't say that he needed to do it. I just believe that he will do it. I will say this. Now, I just believe that he will do it. He has the capability of doing it. You know, and I'm not saying 350 on his leg. I'm talking about 350 through the air. Because see, something that their defense, and you know as well as I know, it's going to be something that defense is going to give us. And sometimes that offensive production or just those certain plays have a tendency to bust for long yardage. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. So no, we don't need him to throw for 350. I just believe that he will. I believe he might throw for more. But he's going to be good. But we just, but everybody just have to play smart right there. Got to start it. What's up, Goof? Roll Tide, my man. Roll Tide. But that's what they're saying about Ty this morning. It's that, he had a long profile. And so he's going to get that, all that, you're going to get all that smoke, if you will. But I'm going to tell you like this. Don't sleep on it. That's all I'm asking. As a matter of fact, now, You're gonna love this, Governor. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Here we go. You're gonna love this. Watch this. I kept reading. I kept reading. Check this out, Governor. Guess who the next person they profile? Well, they profile all three. Let me put it to you like that. But here's what they said about Austin Mack. Now, here's check this out, right quick. Right, I was talking about breakout year. I'm just kind of modifying the program a little bit. Check this out. While Simpson has more experience at Alabama, Mack holds the advantage in his familiarity with Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb's system. Mack arrived at Alabama in early 2024, but his collegiate career began in Seattle. Originally part of the 2024 class, Mack reclassified 2023, joining Washington sooner than expected. His early enrollment added depth to a thin quarterback room with Michael Penix Jr. and Dylan Morris as the only scholarship signal caller. After the 2023 season, Mack followed the board to Alabama and threw a touchdown pass to Rico Scott, which was simply beautiful, against Mercer in his red shirt freshman season. The California native stands 6'6", making him an immediate eye catcher on the field. He's the tallest non-offensive lineman on the roster. Grubb, who was at Washington with Mack in 2023, says he's proud of the quarterback development thus far. Got a big upside, Grubb said. I thought he really done a good job working on his technique, throwing motion, and things like that. I can tell he's been working hard on it last year. He's a very bright kid. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, I think that we're gonna be okay at quarterback. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we'll be fine. Dr. Chris, ain't nobody gonna jump on you. It's like you said, yeah, it's an opinion. Uh-oh. For some reason, I'd rather have Mack over time. I hope he can get the job done. Yeah. And I understand why. Because of the first statement. Actually, JB is putting a lot of focus on the quarterbacks, but you got to keep reading. It's putting a lot of focus on all of them. It's putting a lot of focus on the whole, basically, especially projected starters, they're all in there, not just quarterbacks. But I understand what you're saying, but I think, yeah, and JB has always said, I mean, there's my producer in the room back there. JB has always said that he thought Mack would start. You know, like I said, it's an opinion. And I'm just saying that whomever starts, I think we're going to be fine. It's going to be whoever, when it comes up to fall camp, that's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. I'm going to say this. Okay, who you think, but don't think the train Mack gets. JB, you know, this has been my battle cry right here. That's it. Governor, it's been my battle cry too. Got to install that running game. That has to be. That, you know, I was trying to do a short last night, but my mindset just wasn't there. I was letting too many things crowd my brain yesterday. But I was going to talk about, and I'm still might do it today before I get busy after the live. There are certain X factors on this Alabama team that I think that is just important this year. One will be the running game, but the running game will be inoperative if The O-line is not up to par. It won't matter who you put at quarterback if that O-line is not playing with any continuity and with any passion, and the injury bug is kind this year, then those are my X factors. But yes, Governor, that running game, it's got to be. And I'm telling you, wait a minute. Speaking of running game, go to it. Let me get to it. I mean, it's talking about these guys. It's talking about these guys. Running back. Hold up. How about the rest here? Wide out. Running back. Here we go. Next page. Here we go. I'm just going to read a couple of things. It starts out with Jam Miller, 5'10" to 20 senior, Tyler, Texas, Tyler Legacy High School. Jam Miller arrived at Alabama as a 4-star prospect in the class of 2022, alongside Ty Simpson. Now the quarterback and running back duo may have the opportunity to lead Alabama's offense. Miller returns for his senior season after a breakout 2024 campaign, rushing for 668 yards and 7 touchdowns on 145 carries. I have a problem with that, but that's neither here nor there now. Okay, that 668 yards must go up this year. Okay, it must go up. And 7 touchdowns on 145 carries. He also added 155 yards and a touchdown through the air. That infamous wheel route. The rising senior who was eligible to declare for the 2025 NFL draft chose to stay in Tuscaloosa instead of going pro and all that good stuff. All right. The next one is Richard Young. This is who my eye is on. What player are you watching to have a breakout year? This is my guy right here. Richard Young, 5'11", 210. Redshirt sophomore. Lee Acres, Florida, and all that good stuff. Lee Senior High. Following the transfer of Justice Haynes, Michigan, rising redshirt sophomore Richard Young will have his most significant opportunity yet to establish himself as a secondary option alongside Jam Miller in Alabama's backfield. Young, who saw limited action in 24 as Alabama's third-string running back behind Miller and Haynes, flashed his potential on multiple occasions. Late in Alabama's 34-0 win over Missouri, while positioned at the 3-yard line, Young burst through the line of scrimmage, juked a defender, and sprinted 62 yards up the field. I remember that, man. That was right to the hole. He recorded a touchdown in the closing minutes against LSU, scoring on an 8-yard run into the Tigers' end zone. Southwest Florida native finished the season with 140 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Quarterback coach and co-offensive coordinator Nick Sheridan praised Young for taking advantage of his opportunities in 2024 and expects him to have a more prominent role next season. We have a lot of trust in Richard, Chairman said. Maximize the opportunities that he's had so far, basically last fall. And we have full trust and confidence in him in the game to do his job and do it at a high level. Now, I'm like, Dr. Crystal, please don't jump me for saying what I'm about to say. I like Young's style better than I do Jam, especially when it comes to just straight up the gut run. Give me a Richard Young and a Daniel Hill. Matter of fact, hold up for a minute. See, and he got let me read Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill, 6'1", 242, sophomore, Meridian, Mississippi, Meridian High School. Quickly glossing over Daniel Hill's measurables might lead one to assume he's a linebacker, given his size similarities to a player like Deontay Lawson. However, that couldn't be further from the truth, as a 6'1", 242-pound rising sophomore will look to use his hulking size to break into Alabama's backfield rotation. Hill is a four-star recruit from Mississippi in the 2024 recruiting cycle, chose Alabama over SEC rivals such as South Carolina, Mississippi State, and Tennessee in the 2024 class. Hill carried the ball 21 times for 61 yards in his freshman season. While it may be challenging for him to see a high volume of carries to fall, he is by far the largest back on the team, making him an enticing option for short yardage and goal line spot. I'm just saying, between Richard Young and Daniel Hill, and watch this here, A.K. Deer, 6'1", 210, these ain't no little dudes, man. I got you, KT. Rich remind me of a D. Henry with the style, or a Bo Scarborough. Exactly. Daniel Hill is no slouch either. I'm just saying. I'm with Dr. Crystal. I'm just sometimes you have to be careful because some people just take things the wrong way. I think Young is a better back all around. I do too. That's not to say Jam ain't got it, because Jam does. Let me tell you something. Jam is one hell of a back, especially coming out the backfield on a wheel route. That dude is fire. I'm serious now. I don't take that from Jam. Jam hurt Georgia with that every time they played. I'm just serious. You can't deny that fact. He hurt Georgia with that play. But when it comes down to that, just that straight up the gut running, give me Richard Young every day of the week. Running behind Jaden Roberts, running behind Wilkin Formby, running behind Geno Vandermark, running behind Caden Proctor, running behind those guys. Yeah, he catches better coming out the backfield. That really is the game. That's really the game. I'm with you, Dwight. I understand, but I'm gonna tell you what. Dwight, ain't that much change, because I'm gonna put it to you like this: when it's 3rd and 1, when it's 3rd and 2, when it's 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2, not too many teams gonna call that wheel route. Not a no. Not all the time. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Sure, chill. Wait a minute. This thing moving. I do. People may not, but I do. Do I think AK Deer gets a carry this year? Yes. Prove me different. You have to prove me different. Prove me otherwise. But to answer your question, Governor, yes. I believe that it's gonna be with those running backs. That's on the game. You call a screen through the back. Go ahead. But in a real game, most of the time, they gonna cover that sometimes, because that's too obvious. That's too obvious. But some of that though is lack of personnel too on the defense. But give me straight up running that football. Be sharp. Good to see you. Roll Tide. Be sharp. Yeah, he had Goof says he reminds you of Ingram. So that's not to take away from anybody, but when it comes down to that, just that straight up old fashioned football, going up the gut, going off tackle a little bit with that power stuff, give me Richard Young. Give me Daniel Hill. Give me that power game any day. I know the game is different. Nobody has to remind me of that. I know. I got all that. But I still believe in a power game. I still believe in running the ball up the gut. I still believe in dive plays. I still believe in off-tackle isolation plays and this and that and the third. I still believe in that. Can't take that from me. I just believe in old-fashioned football. and all that other stuff will come. Give me the old-fashioned way. It makes you tougher. It makes you think. It makes you think. Man, I mean, you got these big boys coming at you, and they blocking you, play in and play out, and this, that, and the third, and then you got a 230, 240-pound running back coming at you. Oh yeah. Yes, Dwight, he does. He does. He does. That's his stuff. That's his style. I mean, a lot of focus, yes, is on the pass. A lot of focus is on the pass. But Grubb has verbally said that you've got to run the football. I'm just saying now. He said that. Matter of fact, Dwight, if I can, I'll send you his interview when he was on with. Matter of fact, they played it yesterday on Tide 100.9. They played it yesterday, and he had an interview a week or so ago, and he talked about that. You got to run the football. Yes, they're going to pass it, and they're known for that. They're known for that. His offense is known for that. But he has verbally said that you got to run the football. That's why he's on that O-line the way that he is. He's on them. He's on them. Yeah. So he's gonna run it, Dwight. I promise you that. You can't help but run the football. You've got to run it. You've got to run it to keep a defense honest. You've got to run that football. But especially with that O-line, let me show you something. You probably already know this. I was reading this. I'm just going through. Like I said, I just took the time out. I don't even have to read about the wideouts. We already know about the wideouts. We've been through wideouts so many times that we probably know them on a first name basis, and we need to put them on our income tax. We done talked about the wideouts so much. But check this out. Now I'm just going to go through. Here we go. I'm just gonna kind of go through the logistics of this. Now watch this. Parker Brailsford. I'm just gonna talk about size and whatever, and just to show you something. Size, okay. Parker Brailsford, center. He's a redshirt junior, 6'2", 290. Okay. Caden Proctor, 6'7", 360. Jaden Roberts, 6'5", 325. Wilkin Formby, 6'7", 322. Gino Vandermark, 6'5", 325. Cam Dewberry, 6'4", 345. That's why I said, now, I've been saying, I'll say it again, that those guys are the X factor. Those guys that I just read in Piano Man's humble, unsolicited opinion, those guys are the X factor. They are the X factor. If those guys produce better on that O-line, y'all know what we've all talked about on here, in chatting, in text messaging, and all over the place, that if they can protect quarterback, open space for those running backs, the offense is going to put numbers on the board, and they're going to break records. It's just that simple. But I've also said that with that same O-line, the injury bug has to be kind to Alabama this year. The injury bug has to be kind, because it ain't like we're beat on the O-line. It's not that we're bad, but that experience comes in. You know, what's up, Thomas? When the run game gets to going, these defenses aren't built hard enough to handle the physicality. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Run the football. Run the football. Run the football. Yeah, I like it when the chat likes something like that. Fourth quarter conditioning stronger. Make their ass quit. Formby got way better toward the end of the last season. he'll be a great player. I agree. Dino said, but the question is, what is his style? Because the talent he had in Washington, totally different what he has now in Bama. The play calling is going to change due to the amount that he has. Yes, but his style, the style is not going to change, Bino. He's just going to add more to it. Like I said, he's made the statement that Bama this year is going to run the ball. They're going to run it. They're going to run it. Yeah, they're going to run the ball. That's my little brother, y'all. That's the tone, and the play action gets to cooking. Yeah. Got to run football, and I believe that in game one, I'm going back to like what I said of the talent that goes with the leather of the talent he has now. I still believe he's going to run. You know what, Bino? I guess there's just a fancy way of me saying I believe that one part of the game on offense is going to balance out the other part of it. Like my little brother said, that that running game is going to set the tone for that passing game. Because trust me, Washington, it did not get a lot of pub with running the football. But that dude gained over 1,000 yards. Yeah. I'm just saying. Here's Coach Carl. I think the group of linemen will play better with a better play caller. And that's going to be the other part of that. Experience won't hurt. So I think we're going to be all right. Mimi, my best friend on Twitter. What's up? Roll Tide. I'm all for running the ball. I just hope there's a whole lot of balance. And that's all I've been saying. I think it's going to be balanced this year. And I have another reason for saying that. I gotta start it. Susan. Gil Cruz. Come get your partner. Roll Tide, Susan. Roll Tide, Susan. Roll Tide. I'm for balance too. Roll Tide. There's Susan. Roll Tide. But I've been saying that it has to be balanced. Yeah. Yeah, JB. Yeah, Governor. Governor, this chat jumping so fast, man. The running game should set the tone for the entire season. Now, Governor JB, I told you missed your calling, sir. You should have been a speech teacher, debate team coach, and all that kind of stuff. Because the running game should set the tone for the entire season. And even though you got a period at the end of that sentence, that's a strong statement just by itself. Just by itself. It will make teams respect the running game, which opens up the entire offense. Now, Governor, you know what? Doggone it. I'm going to go ahead and start it. Because I think you're speaking prophetically right there, Governor. I think you're speaking as one of the wise prophets back in the day. I think you're speaking prophetically right there. I believe so too. But let me stop that right there. I'm going to stop right quick. Hold it up for a minute. That last statement, it will make teams respect the running game again. Respect. You got to. With running backs like what we have and the O-line that we say that we have, like Coach Carl said, I'm just of that persuasion that this has all of the ingredients of a special season, but we've just got to put it all together, and which opens up the entire offense, or what Governor's saying right there, the entire playbook. Because you cannot run a wide open offense like this with a limited quarterback. I said it. I said what I said. Take me off if you want to, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Roll Tide again, Mimi. Good to see you. Glad you're back. You know what I mean when I say that. Trust me, balance don't matter. 60-40, 70-30 don't matter. Competent play caller is the difference between good and bad. I'll take that, Coach Carl. I think when I say balance, I'm just going to put it from how I feel, Coach Carl. I don't want to see my quarterback have more yards running than good running back. That's what I mean by balance. The quarterback should not be both the leading rusher and the leading passer on the team. And I agree with you, Coach Carl. You know. Exactly, because they can't do it. Pressure, it's easy now. O-line holds up. I'm telling you, I just believe it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. But there has to be discipline there. There has to be discipline. That discipline on that O-line, it has to be there. That whole offense has to be more disciplined this year. Yeah, especially in those tight games. You're right, Tom. Especially in those tight games. Because in the words of Governor JB 718, Governor, may I quote you this morning because I don't want to be charged with plagiarism. I don't want to be in the governor's I don't want to have to hold the governor for plagiarizing. So Governor JB 718, may I please quote something that you say? May I please? Do I have your permission to quote something? I'm waiting on the governor. I'm waiting on the governor's response on this here. Man, see, this is when this gets entertaining. I got the governor said this first. Is that better, Governor? Okay, he said I may speak. The governor always says, going along with what Thomas said, especially in those tight games, Alabama, it doesn't matter that we finished 9-4 last year. Alabama, according to Governor JB 718, he says Alabama is everybody's Super Bowl. Everybody. You know what? I wouldn't care if Alabama, it doesn't matter. I would care. It doesn't matter if Alabama was 0-11. I'm serious. They still gonna be everybody's Super Bowl. They're gonna get everybody's tightest game. They're gonna be tight. So that's what Thomas is saying, is that especially in those tight games, we've got to have, I'm just saying. We got to have that O-line going, running game going, showing up going. So everybody know that passing it's gonna be the bomb digging. It's gonna be the fit. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be the business. It's gonna be like old school. When somebody say, what's happening? We'll just say everything, what you want to have. What you want to have. What you want to have. Just saying now. So yeah. Yeah, go on, Coach Carl. Coach Carl, all right. He better be all right. See, eyes of the back got to be like the eyes of a sniper. Got to see it from a distance. You got to be, and Coach Carl, the thing about that mentality right there is that, see, you also got to have a little sense of anticipation and watch for tendencies. As I'm a former running back, I watch for tendencies on the defense. I used to watch for them, Talking at the side of his bed. See, I'm telling you, man. My bad. Here we go. We can see it with this fake BC quarterback who's talking out the side of his mouth. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing that, Governor. So I kind of deviated a little bit because I was gonna talk about the breakout, but when I took the time out to look at my magazine and everything, I said, oh, this is cool. It's giving a profile of everybody, but those are some of the guys that we're looking at. Those are some of the guys that we looked at. Like I said, I didn't go over the wide out. We already know about them. Yeah, that punk got benched last season at BC. He did. And you know what? You have to remember now. You have to remember. And I'm going to tell you now. I don't have my little schedule with me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, speaking of that, right quick. So, Now, here's the catch. Let me go. When you go with that ACC, since Antoine brought it up, let me go back to the predicted order of finish. Here's who I'm looking for. All right. Antoine, you remember you said he got benched, right? That point got benched last week. All right. Now watch this here. Boston College. I'm telling you now. I want you to listen at this depth chart. All right. They got 5 on offense coming back, but I'm going to read something to you. Here we go. And y'all going to catch on without me even having to say anything. You got wide receiver Jaden Skeet. You got all these letters so small. You got Jaden Skeet. You have Reed Harris. Other wide out, you have Lewis Bond at another wide out left tackle. You have Dude Bowery. You have Logan Trailer at the left guard. Taylor at left guard. Center, you have Dwayne Alec. At right guard, you have Eric Daughtry. At right tackle, you have Kevin Klein. At tight end, Jeremiah Franklin. At quarterback, Dylan Lonergan. And at running back Turbo Richard. Didn't I tell y'all that Lonergan would leave Bama? And when they said that he transferred to Boston College, I made the statement he will start at Boston College. Here's Gary, the lookout man. Now, Gary, please be safe out there. Please be safe out there, sir. At the lookout, man. Somebody better go look out for Gary. We're going to be on here a few more minutes. I'm with you, Antoine. Lonergan about to take that job over. Lonergan fit Bill O'Brien's system. He fits it. He fits it. All I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that right there. But Boston College, here's their schedule. Since Mr. Castellanos is talking like he is, here's Boston College schedule. They start off with Fordham. They play Michigan State. They go to Michigan State. They go to Stanford. They play Cal. They go to Pitt. They play Clemson. They play Clemson at home. Let me tell y'all something. Boston College is hard to beat at home, too. You know. Clemson. They play UConn. They go to Louisville. They play Notre Dame. They have Notre Dame in Boston College. They play SMU in Boston College. Georgia Tech in Boston College. And they go to Gill's alma mater, Syracuse. Boston College. I've told everybody. I'll say it again. Let me see something else while I'm at it. I was just looking at the offense there. Let me look at their defense. They've got 5 coming back on offense, and they have 6 coming back on defense. Boston College got down the stretch last year, and they kind of, stumbled and fell. But I believe that. I just believe that Lonergan's gonna do them good. Lonergan's gonna be better than what people give him credit for. And I believe Lonergan fit our system, but anyway, that let's just deal with Ty, Austin, and Keelan. Okay, so hats off to Dylan Lonergan, and maybe he do incredible work there for Boston College. I'm just saying that I believe that this year we're going to be okay. But like I said, our X factors are going to be Ryan Grubb. Well, excuse me, the O-line, Ryan Grubb, and injuries. Injury. Be sharp. Says all praise to the Most High for another day. You got that right, bro. Got that right. Amen. Got that right. I'm glad to be here. And whatever the day brings, I'm thankful. And I'm like Martin Houston every morning on his show. He opens by saying, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Doesn't matter. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. These alternatives. That's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, but that's that right there. Bama time, you have $12.95 to spare. If you have it, invest in that and everything. And I think that's a pretty cool investment. And knowing the team and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna try to finish up on it today, get some more pointers. And but there are other things that they were saying in there. JB, I'm gonna hit you up later on. Hey, I'm gonna screenshot send you a screenshot of something, bro. I think you're gonna find real interesting about the coaching staff and and everything. And so I'm gonna hit you up, you and Bino. I'm gonna share that with y'all today. I'll send you a screenshot of that you see what's happening with that. Very interesting about our coaching staff, and I kind of like that. I really kind of like it. Kind of different. But like the White said, not just players different, but even coaching schemes are different. Coaches are different now. They're not like they used to be. Coaches are even different. See, so we're living in a new age, a new era of football. Some things are the same, but there are a lot of differences. And some things that we don't see them is because we don't read about them and we don't take the time out to get to know. And so that's why I look at the coaches now and I look at their scheme and everything. But now when I'm looking at these guys, now I'm understanding a lot of things a little bit more. And I believe that this year is going to be just a whole heck of a lot than last year. I believe the results are going to be a little different. Now, the naysayers are all still saying, oh, y'all going to finish. They're going to go from anywhere from 0-12. That's negative. All the way to 9-4. They think we're going to have another 9-3 season, 9-4, lose a bowl game again. You know, naysayers are not giving us much credit at all and everything. Yeah, showing love and just in a different way. JB, like Big Mama, they need them Big Mama who walk around and go, and they get the rocking back. You knew those. Listen, it depended on it, the tune of the hum. You knew exactly what was about to happen. It depended on the hum. That hum said it all, bro. And not only with Big Mama, with mamas too. So when my mama got the hum in a certain way, everybody run for the hills. Daddy did the hum. Daddy went on and throw your ear up. You know, wasn't no humming with Daddy. But Mama got the humming. It's like she had to psych herself up. From Antoine, from what I understand, yes, it will be this evening sometime. Xavier Crowell will be making his announcement today. And then there are some, I will tell you what, let me find out more of that. And I just may come back on here, just a quick announcement and everything. So, you know, just know that I may do that today. But yes, but he's supposed to be making his announcement, and I may come out with that with a whole list of that. Cause there is a list. There's a list of them. So that's the rumor that's out. Matter of fact. Oh, let me go to one of my sources. Let me go to one of my where I count on. Yeah. Now I'm going to say this. Antoine, just reading here from some insiders there that's really heavy into recruiting. One of the things they're saying too, Texas is really going hard for Crowell. They're really going hard for him. So I believe it's between us and Texas, but all the sources are saying that it looks like he's really going to choose that. Yeah, JB. Yeah, this afternoon. The White said Christian Miller said yesterday that the defense was more see ball, get ball, and now maybe be a little more read and react. Yeah, I heard him when he said that. Yesterday, Dwight, I downloaded Tide 100.9 to my computer. I have it on my phone, but I didn't have it on my computer. So anyway, uh, you know, I like Christian Miller. So if you've never downloaded Tide 100.9, or if you really want to hear what's going on with Bama and everything, download that. Download Tide 100.9. You won't go wrong. I promise you that. You won't go wrong with that. And you will hear a lot of different things, all things Bama, and it's basically true. Okay? Basically true. They're not going to just put things out there just for the sake of putting it out there to say, I got a story. No. They're going to put the truth out there. And that's why a lot of this stuff, a lot of people say is not true. Some of that stuff is not true. So, okay, what time, B Sharp? Let me put that on so everybody know. Is that gonna be now B Sharp? Will that be with you and Jonathan? Will that be with you and Jonathan? If it is, I want to be there. I hit Jonathan up last night, but he didn't hit me back. So, but anyway, I just need to know a time on that so I can be there, have everybody to be there. Listen, if you've never subscribed to Sharpshooter Sports Talk, be sharp. Do that today. Do it right now. If you've never subscribed, Double A. What? Double A? No, now. But Double A, did you bring me something to eat? Bro, man, hungry this morning. Woo! I feel like I'm like my daddy. I feel like I got the Miss Meal College. Good morning, Double A. Good to see you as always. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Stephen, I got to put that up there. I don't, and that's why I don't get heavy off into recruiting like that and commitments. I know it's exciting. There's my issue with what Stephen said. That I feel the same way. Ink on the paper. That's I'm gonna go on and just say it. Here we go. Y'all might get mad with me for saying I'm like my friend Damon Redden, Pastor Damon Redden. Things that I'm gonna put it to you like this. Things that college football fans gonna get mad with me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Man, y'all check this out. That's why I ain't all that engaged when somebody come telling me such and such is engaged. Because until you get the marriage license and the name go on the marriage license, and you stand before the preacher, the judge, or the priest, or whoever it is, and you say I do, I don't give a hoot about no engagement. I want to see you say I do. I want to see you kiss the bride. I want to see all that kind of stuff. That's what I want to see. I want to see the marriage license. Heck, you got a dog license. Better get the marriage license. Anyway, enough of that. Anybody have anything? But that's what I wanted to say to y'all. Oh, and one last question. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, everything on the west of Texas. You know what time it is out there for you, whether it's Mountain Time or Western Time. Check this out. KB, Piano Man, keeping it a buck. Whether you like it or not, we're going to keep it a buck. We coming back on tomorrow night. Be there, be square, get right, or get left. It's going to be on tomorrow night with KB and Piano Man keeping it a buck. Right here on this very channel. I feel like a commercial right there. So let's do it. Be sharp at the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Him and Jonathan, they be on at a certain time. I think I got to get more with them. Be sharp. Let me tell you something. I know I'm kind of spreading myself kind of thin a little bit, but you know what? I do want to hang out with you and Jonathan a little bit more. So once this morning summer series is over, I think I'll be able to do that a lot more and everything, and just hang out with y'all. I want to learn as much as I can, and I hope y'all don't mind. Listen, I hope y'all mind a 63-year-old. You know, somebody was talking about my age and all that kind of stuff. I'm proud I'm 63 because I have a lot of classmates that didn't even make it to 20. Okay, so I'm glad to be here. So I hope y'all don't mind the 63-year-old hanging out with you. I don't take the Geritol thing yet, so you don't have to be, you don't have to be embarrassed of that part. I don't take Geritol. But anyway, sharpshooter, let us know. That's my brother there. They know I'm gonna talk that geriatric stuff. You got that right. And as we get ready to go, August the 30th is gonna answer everything for me, Stephen. I got to start that, bro. August the 30th. I'm just saying now. August the 30th will answer a lot of questions. I know it be so. I just had to throw that out there. You know. People just say some crazy stuff. I think I need to do like KB. KB said he has a little segment now talking about that's the dumbest thing I heard. I think I'm gonna have a little segment that just say duh. I think I'm just gonna have me a little. I'm just be glad I'm not my brother. I can't say what he was saying that instant. Oh man, I miss my brother, boy. God, I miss my brother. So he had a way of putting stuff, and he be serious about it too. So I mean, I miss him. God bless my brother Robert. Miss you, bro. Miss you. You, mama, daddy. I miss you. I miss y'all. Good Lord, miss y'all. But I ain't trying to get to where y'all are no time soon. Anyway, because I enjoy life. I just enjoy life. I'm just glad. I'm proud. I'm still above the ground. Okay. Some folks running around here looking like they've already been below the ground. Anyway, man. But God bless everybody. And anyway, but August the 30th, everybody, look at him. 65 more days. I can't stress that enough. 65 more days. We rolling. 65 days. I got to put it in the chat. 65 days until what? FSU finds out, we still own y'all. That's that. We still own you. We still 65 days until we roll. That's it. Serious, man. I'm serious. I'm excited about our upcoming season. I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Roll Tide rise up, bruh. There's a lot of duh out there, dude. A lot of duh out there. There's a lot of duh, just a lot of duh out there too. I mean, just say any and everything. But it's okay. I can't listen. I mind the business that pays me, and that's my business. I mind my own business. What? What I retreat? I'm excited about another. Me too, Kimberly. What did I retweet? Ain't no telling Dwight what I did, bro. Cause it be some stuff said on Twitter. Man, listen. I'm not dissing no social media venue. But in some of these chat, did Jesus grab my shirt? Got one foot on the banana. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, we're gonna join B Sharp this afternoon. Okay, and whatever time B Sharp and Bama Standard comes on this afternoon for that watch party, let's join them. When you go in there, look here. Now look here. Let's hit them like buttons. Hit those like buttons. We not just over there for nothing. Hit the like button. I don't know about my like buttons over here and everything, but please hit it. 440 Central Standard. Okay. It doesn't matter with me. I'm going to watch it. I don't give a hoot if it's 10:40. It don't matter to me. Whatever time comes up there, let's go and support Be Sharp, Sharpshooters and the rest of the group over there at Bama Standard. They're our friends. I love them. Love what they stand for, like what they got going. I'll call them to make sure and hit you up. All right. Thank you. Hit us all up there, Be Sharp, so we all know. Okay. We want to be there, see this and everything. I believe it's going to be cool, and we have a party. What we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Celebrate. We're going to celebrate. That being said, that's about all I have today. I have some more stuff, but I'm not going to go over it. I might do that tomorrow. Free for all Friday, but I do have a couple of things I want to go over tomorrow. And then I'm going to let you continue to ask your questions for the chat, from the chat. I'm thankful for 34, 5 of y'all that was in the chat today. Thank you for coming. Kimberly, my sister, Sharpshooter, Be Sharp, thank you for coming. Coach Carl, thank you for coming. If you have never subscribed to these brothers' channel, please do it. We're trying to get everybody on up there. If you never subscribed to mine, whether you're Saints, Ain't friends, lookers, likers, lurkers, ghost writers, ghosts, just ghosts, Casper, anybody, it doesn't matter to me. Mimi, my best friend on Twitter. Thank you for coming. Everybody, Gwen Quince, Latoya, Stephen Hicks, the White, my producer, all of the 401k crew. Y'all know where y'all stand. I need to talk to y'all anyway. I need to talk to y'all. But I'm just glad everybody, Stephen, 65 days, you and Latoya, got to keep it down. Nick Harden, wherever you are, brother, we miss you. OG Gil Cruz, be safe wherever you are. And I just want to say this, shout out to all content creators. Now, speaking of that, hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I don't ever let a day go by. Because, here we go. I'm thankful. Oh, this is what I was doing. I got to do this. And everything. But listen, these are just some of the ones that I support, and I just rub shoulders with them and talk with them and chat with them and all that kind of stuff. The way outside, Cotton, man, good to see you. Roll Tide. Kyle Henderson, Tide 109, 100.9. Y'all know that gamut. I go through that every day. Starting with Martin Houston, ending with Stingray. I listen to all of them every day. These are just some of my friends. If you've never downloaded Tide 100.9, do it. And I'm telling you now, you will get all things Bama and you will hear it as it happens. That you can't get no more truer than that. Tide 109, Ryan Fowler, my friend, all of them, Hall of Fame Jason. Even though he's Oklahoma, God still forgives sin. But hey, support this brother. Stephen M. Smith, I love to hear him say, I can't do it like him, but there's only one Stephen M. Smith. And if you're listening, brother, somebody wanted to marry you yesterday. I couldn't even comment on that, but I'm just letting you know. But don't tell Mrs. Smith that I said. Okay. Stephen M. Smith spoke the show to Jake Merrill, Jan 716, Jonathan Lewis, the recruiting guru who keeps it 100 with you about that. Tez, even though he's Auburn, once like I tell you, Hall of Fame Jason, the Lord forgives sin. But keep doing what you do. Great brother with some good content that's coming. Awesome photographer like Be Sharp. But Be Sharp, the Sharpshooters Network, man. And what can I say? Hey, that's the dog there, man. Ty Hayes, man, wealth of information. I know you're out being Matlock and Perry Mason and all that kind of stuff. But man, we just know we love you, and whenever you can, man, you always welcome here on the long run. Coach Al, Coach Carl, on the Block Sports, man, walking miracles. Please take care of yourself, coach, because we don't just need you on the sidelines. We just need you in life, period, my friend. So let's continue to do what we do. Coach Sean, man, JMHO Sports, my friend, my brother, man, we love you and all that good stuff. Marvin Constant, hey, great job, man. I watch you all the time. You, Justin Riley, Clint Lamb, that's the man. Hey, those are just some of the folks that I subscribe to, I listen to, we just have a good time. And I have a good time with them, and they allow me and everything. So, and there are others that I don't say about much, but if you're ever on TikTok, there's a dude, Eric Blackerby. That dude is funny, but he's serious about the Alabama Crimson Tide. Good brother, good dude. He's all right and everything. But as I always say, shout out to all content creators and podcasters everywhere. I mean, all of y'all. Whether I call your name or not, shout out to you. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. And just remember, this is to all content creators and podcasters. Listen, our voices are being heard. Our faces are being recognized. Our content is being recognized as well. And our faces are being remembered. Everything. So listen, no need to be jealous. No need to be jealous or envious of anyone. I'm going to say it again. Get mad. It doesn't matter to me. But the kitchen is big enough for everyone to cook in and for everyone to get something to eat. So do yourself a favor. Let's unalive the enemy. Let it go, man. Let it go, lady. Let it go. Because guess what? People are not going to stop just because you don't like it. Okay? You're probably making them go hard. All right? So just chill out. Kitchen big enough for everybody to eat in. And guess what? And if you don't like what they cooking, keep it moving. That's simple. Okay? So in the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston, stay focused, drive, go forward. Now y'all know what I got to say. Y'all know how I end it. Listen. I'm not even going to repeat that. Y'all know how I end it. I may not see you today or tomorrow. But I'm going to see you in the long run. And remember, I'm no expert, but I know what I'm talking about. So have a great day. God bless. Antoine, go get your folk, man. God bless. Have a great day. In the words of B Sharp, F them tree, and roll tide. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Right here on the long run. See y'all later. Roll tide. Have a great day, everybody.